everyone, Thempire Ian here with more new cards. We've got GX stuff. Limited pack GX bringing us Osiris Red, or Cypher Red as it'll be known here. Although we're probably not getting this exact pack, we're probably going to be put into like a Battles of Legend or something like that. Anyways, or maybe just like a Duelist pack or something. Anyways, GX cards are making their way here for the first time. These cards existed in the anime, but have not existed in cardboard form until now. So here we are. Superconduction Warrior Linear Magnum plus minus. Earth Rock Special Summon, level 7, 2700, 1300. I don't even remember this guy. I don't remember any of these guys. I've seen the arts on these guys, and I don't remember any of them from the anime. They must have been like jobbers. There's a couple of archfiend cards in here, and those are probably from that archfiend jobber from season 1. Apparently, it's all this season 1 stuff, but season 1 is just so absolutely full of jobbers. It's hard to tell where any of this all comes from. Anyways, 2700, 1300, cannot be normal summon or set, must first be special summon from the hand by sending 2 Magnet Warriors. Okay, so it's a Magnet Warrior card, that's cool. Whose original levels is 4 or lower from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the grave. So it sets up the grave for Magnet Warrior stuff, which is nice, because the Magnet Warriors do care about that. At least the newer ones do. You can only special summon the Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum plus or minus once per turn this way. You can only use the first second per turn. Okay. That's interesting. It's a pretty like generous summoning condition for a level 7 monster. It just requires you to run 2 Magnet Warrior bricks, but like if you want to do Magnet Warrior stuff, this is a pretty good way to do it. You target one other Earth monster on the field. This card gains attack equal to half of the monsters until the end of the turn. This card just runs to the graveyard, add it to your hand, and then you can do it again. Oh, that's interesting. Hold up. Okay, so you can actually set up the entire Magnet Warrior line, assuming you have an extra to send, with this. That's actually kind of cool. I don't know that that's good. The Magnet Warrior cards are not particularly strong in any way, shape, or form. Like, it took like Duel Links had to do stuff with them, and the new, like, it was the retrains. Like the Duel Links had to like give them a broken skill too, or something like that, to make them playable at all. But there are 4 Magnet Warriors you want to play, because you have the 3 new guys, and then the 4th new guy that like can be any of them. So I guess that makes sense to a certain degree. All right, next up. Oh, are you getting some of the alchemy stuff? Oh, I do know this now. The alchemy part, the alchemic kettle really made it click for me. Oh no, it's not part of the. It's not part of the alchemy deck. It's part of the fucking Albert Einstein like guy, because it's Macrocosmos support. Chaos Distill, continuous spell. You only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Any card sent to your graveyard is banished instead. So okay, so it has a Macrocosmos effect, but only for yourself, which is interesting. You can activate one of these effects, add a Macrocosmos or a card that mentions it from your deck to your hand, except for Chaos Distill. If Macrocosmos is on the field, banishes cards from the spell trap zone. Add a light monster with question mark attack from your deck to your hand. So this supports the Macrocosmos stuff and the those fuckers, you know, those fuckers that do the stuff with it. And it's not a good card, but what do you expect? Heroes Rule 1, 5 freedoms. What? What is this name? Normal trap. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. Target up to 5 cards in any graveyard. Banish them. If this card is in your graveyard, except for the turn it was sent there, you can banish it. Then target up one of your banished elemental hero monsters. Special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions. Okay, so this is kind of a what is it? Banishment of the Spirit or whatever? Or soul? Is it Soul Release? Something like. Oh, I think Soul Release is it. The card that removes a bunch of cards from the graveyard, but then it has a second effect for elemental hero stuff. Which is neat, actually. I think this card is actually kind of good, except for the fact that it's a trap card. If this was a normal spell like Soul Release is, I think this would actually be an actually decent card, weirdly enough. But I think because it's a trap card, it's not particularly good. Unfortunate. Now here's the stuff that actually is worth talking about. The archfiends. So we have a new archfiend guy. His name is Archfiend Matador. He's a warrior, not a fiend, but he's a level 6 ritual. You can ritual summon this card with Ritual the Matador. You can only use the first effect of this card name once per turn. If this card is ritual summoned, you can add 2 archfiends from your deck to your hand, except for Archfiend Matador. This card cannot attack this turn. It has 0 attack. Cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage for battles involving this card. If this card battles a monster after damage calculation, destroy that monster. If you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. So that the rest of it is like nothing. Who gives a shit? But the first effect is quite interesting. A searcher for 2 archfiends is pretty good. There's some decent archfiend cards. There's not a lot of them, but there's a few decent archfiend cards in there. Very interesting. Let's see what the ritual does. Ritual the Matador, ritual spell. You can use the second effect once per turn. Ritual summon 1 Archfiend Matador from your hand by attributing monster from your hand or field whose levels equal 6 or more. Okay, so you can overpay at least. So far, not really very good. You banish this card from your graveyard, special summon a non-ritual archfiend monster from your hand. That's not bad. The second effect is not bad, especially since you get to search it. And there's no stopping you from doing this and then doing the first effect and then doing the second effect, which is nice. The problem is this ritual guy is a starter for the deck, but it's a ritual 6 that you have to ritual summon with a ritual spell that you cannot search. Which makes this unfortunately not very good, I don't think. I mean, I guess you could search it through all the usual ways to search ritual spells, but you haven't been playing those in Archfiend, right? Archfiend isn't playing those as so much as Archfiend as a deck exists. So now you have to like completely reconceptualize Archfiend as a deck to focus around making this guy early, like as a starter, despite the fact you have to assemble the pieces to get him. I don't think so. I don't think that's worth it, right? He's really good is the problem. Like this is really good. But this is not. Like it's hand or field, so you have to like, not only do you have to have Archfiend Matador in hand, you have to have, and the ritual of course in hand, you also have to have 6 levels of material in hand or field, and then you search an Archfiend and then you get to summon it, and you haven't used your normal summon, so you get the maybe you haven't, maybe you have, you get to summon another one maybe. But I don't know that the Archfiends are strong enough to be worth that. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping this would do something more. I think existing as like a crazy starter for the deck is all good and all, except for the fact it requires a lot of setup. Like it's not a starter if it requires setup. Why? I mean, it's just it is what it is, baby. I don't think that the search effect was part of the anime effect, though, right? I'm pretty sure the anime effect was just this part. I could be wrong on that, though. I don't know. Well, these are all anime imports. The fact that any of these, and they're more specifically, they're GX imports, or whatever you want to call them. So the fact that that some of these have interesting effects at all is actually shocking, because GX is like full of these nonsense effects that only would ever come up in the exact situation that they appear in the anime. And so the fact that these are playable at all is nice. It's nice. Are they good? Not really. I don't think any of them really are good. But the fact that I am like, oh, on some of them is more than I was expecting, frankly. The archfiend is a little frustrating just because like archfiend's a pretty underserved archetype and could really use like a good way with support. But this, I don't know that the ritual was ever going to be it. And the fact that it looks more like it than it should is interesting to me. But I don't know. Maybe I guess wait to see if Abyss has anything to do with this. Abyss is like the #1 archfiend lover, so we'll see. I'll see if she has any brews going on with this. Maybe. But that's it for me. Let me know what you think of these down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Hey there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment and maybe shared the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by in these credits here. For just $1 a month, you too can find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Haru Hayes, Fleakill, Frog Prince Michael, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizumi. A big thanks to all my other patrons and to my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.